So I noticed this guy for the first time twice in one day, and he instantly sparked my interest. I don't know whether it was the rejuvenation juices flowing after I had just turned 18 a couple days before, or what. But it was my mission to get to know this guy. So I asked my buddy to help me out with this situation. Worst wingman ever. So I had to take things into my own hands. I saw him a couple weeks later walking down the opposite flow of traffic that I was going in down the hallway. So in that split second, I decided to turn around, go up to him, and introduce myself. It went something like, "Hi, you probably have no idea who I am, but my name is Meha Patel, and so nice to meet you." Surprisingly, he took it and ran with it, and we clicked instantly. But before I could let him go, I had to get his number. So I did. I texted him later that night, and we talked as if we had known each other for years. But, of course, every good story, unfortunately, has that plot twist. He dropped the, "I have a GF bomb" on me. You could say my hopes had been blown up. But there was something about this guy that just didn't want to leave me. So I did the unthinkable. I did something that forever dug me into the most complicated turn of events. I texted him the next day. I mean, how could I have resisted? It was like a gut instinct that would just not leave me. So again, we texted for 6 hours until 4 in the morning. I mean, come on. Undoubtedly, we had a connection. So we started to hang out as a sort of any other friendship does. What I didn't realize was what this friendship would soon become. It became more than just a text a day or seeing each other at school. It became texting for hours every day. It became devoting ourselves to finding as much time as we could to hang outside of school. I became that girl, and nobody could know about it. But I wanted to be more than just that girl. So I told him. And I knew going into this would not be easy. I mean, look at the position I'm putting him in. Asking him to rethink a relationship he's been in for months? Well, unfortunately, that didn't go as planned, because instead of me being more than just that girl, he decided that it wasn't worth me being his girl at all. That was the last thing I wanted to hear. The next couple of days took a toll on me. It had been over 2 days since we last talked, the longest we had gone without texting. I'd sit in class and think. I just could not stop thinking about him. And I don't get attached, I don't cry, I'm a strong girl, I can take it. But how had this one guy make me re-question things I thought I was not? It's like I was walking aimlessly through the dark with that one light switch turning on that one light bulb. And he kind of just stumbled into this dark room, tried the light switch, not knowing it was gonna work. I didn't realize that it would work. So when it did, I didn't want to let him go. So I talked to him the following day. I genuinely missed talking to him. I find myself confiding in him things that I don't even tell my own best friend. It's like I have no filter with him. So from then on, the snowball between us started rolling again. Now, of course, I see his girlfriend, who, by the way, I had no idea existed, everywhere. Now, I think it would have been easier for me to let him go had I known that he was with someone who genuinely cared and respected him. However, that was not the case. From what I hear, but mostly from what I see, this girl had trouble written all over her. And I understand I am in no place to judge her whatsoever, but the way I see this audacious and flirtatious girl presenting herself to other guys really steams my engine, because he's a good guy. No, he's a great guy. No, he's amazing, considerate, and loving, and probably the most understanding. And he deserves so much more. And I can't help but dislike this girl because I care for him. And he does not deserve being played like that. Now, is it contradictory for me to say that when he's clearly doing the same thing? Probably. But I've been able to peel back his layers and see that he has a heart bigger than this world. Now, I consistently seem to be the reason as to why I end up in this mess in the first place. But could I entirely be blamed when, without hesitation, he accepted my offerings with open arm? I mean, he as well as I could not resist each other's company. So why couldn't he let go from what he had and just continue with what he currently has? Is it possible to connect with multiple people the way he had instantly clicked with me? I think it is, but only if you let it happen. I wanted it to happen and he let it happen. So we continue to let it happen. But where does it go from here? Well, they're not together now and we're friends. And we stay close friends because we share something that most relationships don't have. And he's shown me how to have fun by taking me on adventures, and I've loved every second of them. And I can only thank him for that. I can only hope that he sees me more than just another number, but that girl who went on the edge looking for love and came back with a special friendship and a unique perspective on an amazing person. So yeah, I guess you could say I became that girl.